York. Ebro in the morning on Hot 97.
I'm in here getting yelled at, guys, before we started enjoying the Kanye verse. The team is yelling at me because they say I don't hold grudges long enough.
Facts.
Or I help people who shouldn't be helped.
Another fact.
I mean, yeah, that's a fact.
Listen,
Damn, you hear Laura? You heard the serious. See, that's a fact.
I'm not like you, Laura. You hold grudges
That's
for a
not
long
bad,
time.
Well, I hold grudges only when it's necessary, and it's very, very few. If you come from my family, like in a really evil, vindictive way, I know what type of character you are.
Right.
You know what I mean? And if you come from
I'm
my
with
money
you on that. I'm with you on that.
Don't come for the family.
or
She's
my money,
Latina, bro. Latinas hold
Nah.
grudges for life. That's
Ah,
my wife.
Your wife is a lifetime grudge holder.
Yo, she brings stuff up to me that happened like 10 years ago, and I'm like, what? What are you even talking about?
800-223-9797. Your current grudge holding time. What is the longest grudge you're currently holding right now?
Well, I like that question. And for the record, I agree with Laura. I think the line that has to be crossed is a serious one, not like you made a joke that I didn't like.
Right.
It's like I paid attention because you guys know me. You watch me. You guys see me when I'm in here, and I'm like, you know who I don't think F's with me. So and so. Let me pay attention for a while, and then I'll bring it back up again 2 months later. I'm like, yo, so and so still didn't do X, Y, and Z. I really think they don't F with me. Once I get into you're into the red zone, it's very hard to ever get out of. But it takes a lot to get into the red zone.
My grudges are different. Like, if you don't F with me, that's cool, whatever. You have to actually do something to
Yeah, I
cross
was
the
about
That's
to
how I
say
am
that.
If
too,
you do
though.
that to me,
Fair.
I mean,
And
it's for
I
life.
also have
That's
a
a good
hard
call.
time holding music grudges, right? Like in our work field, unless you've come for my job or you've come for my job or some money. But like to me, it's people get overzealous in this game and they get confused about what matters. And some people are new and they don't really know how to move. And I'm a little more forgiving because I know you got thirsty. So later on down the line, I'll be like, okay, you made some mistakes. Maybe let's see if you've learned, right? And I think maybe that comes from me doing this for so long. But also I think when I think about it, I've had real street problems, like neighborhood problems, racial issues in high school, been in like race riots and things that are like real. So for me to be arguing with somebody over rap songs.
No, well, I don't.
Well, that's
No, but I'm
different.
just saying, in our business, a lot of times we have
Right.
disagreements with people about music. And I may not like you. I may not like how you handled that disagreement, but it's about music. It's not really about anything real.
There's plenty of people that I haven't seen eye to eye, and then I was the bigger. I have no problem being the bigger person, or they were the bigger person, and I appreciated that, and we made up. But to me, once it's money or family, and I feel like it's intentional, and you were really trying to like harm me, forget it.
And for me, it's a fine line because, well, one, I try to let it go. I can't hold myself in a prison for what
too much
somebody
energy.
else
There's
did.
too much energy.
So
I
that's
agree.
hard. So
Right.
to me, I don't know if it's really a grudge as much as, like we said before, putting you in a new box.
Right,
I
right,
recategorize
right.
a lot
They
of
now
people.
think it's a grudge, but it's not. You're just in a new box with me.
Because I don't hate anybody. I
That's
just
a-
don't
that's-
want you around me.
that's still a
though.
grudge,
That's
though.
still a
Is
grudge.
that a grudge?
Or a protection.
But now it's not the same anymore. So what can you?
It's like this, Shawnee. If you were in a similar industry with someone, something happened, and now you've recategorized that person as someone that you would never work with, it's still a grudge. You may see them and be cordial, but you'll never work with them again, and y'all work in the same industry.
Right, but
It's
then
a
that's
grudge. Y'all never
experience.
had a.
Yeah, but you can still be cool with them. It's just like, well, I don't want to work with them because
Cool
it
with
doesn't.
James.
It just doesn't really
We're not
work.
great. We're just good.
We
We're
cool.
not great.
We cool.
We good. We're talking about the longest grudge you currently are holding. Vanessa in the Bronx.
Hey guys, what's up? Good morning.
You're currently holding a grudge that has been going on how long?
For 6 years already.
6. What happened?
My Lord.
She was my best friend, and she backstabbed me really hard.
In what way? What was the backstab? She had sex with your man?
She didn't have sex with him, but she know he was a piercer, and knowing that was my man, my son's father, she went ahead and tried to get her pussy pierced by him.
Okay, let's move on.
It's
So
bad.
wait,
No, we can't.
Okay.
We
but wait,
can't.
that was his job. His job was to do piercings.
Yeah, but that was so left
So
field.
Vanessa just thinks she
Oh,
wanted to
my
go
God.
get her junk pierced by
That
her
was
man.
so-
You can't be having my man pierce your junk.
I am so confused.
Ty in Long Island. I love that call.
I'm laughing at the.
Yo, that was amazing.
Ty's one of the few people who got to hear it. He was on hold. He heard the whole thing.
Yo, Ty in Long Island.
Oh my God, what's going on, man?
So your grudge is meaningless based on that last call we had.
That's a fact. Nah, but my grudge is pretty. It makes sense.
Well,
So,
wait. First of all, we're talking about how long you've been holding a grudge. So, Ty, how long you been holding a grudge?
Well, this grudge is not. I try not to hold grudges long, but this has been for like 4 months already.
Okay, not bad.
So, long story short, but dude, I get into an argument with some guy at work. I kind of gets racial, which makes no sense because he grew up not in the hood, but like I went to high school in Brentwood. It's predominantly Hispanic and black.
Yeah.
So we get into an argument. Dude says whatever. I drive truck, so he says, "Oh, any monkey could drive a truck."
Uh-oh,
Like, wow.
hang on,
So the
hang on.
Okay.
And so,
So
what happened?
next morning, he brings his son up at work. These dudes are like, this is a pretty big dude. And then the other guy, I got into an argument at work. He's pretty dude. And the dude is in his 50s. And him and his son is like pushing up on me at work, and there's cameras and everything. So, and then he says, back to what Laura was saying about family or whatever, I felt, my safety was, at risk because he says, "Oh, I know where you live at."
See,
Be careful.
nah. We never gonna be.
Someone says that.
You pushed up on me
Nope.
with your son. You wanted to fight at the job after something that
Exactly.
you said. Nah, we're never gonna be cool again, man. That's
Nope.
it. It's a wrap.
Never.
It's a wrap. Thanks for your call, Ty. Let's go to Carol in Long Island. Carol,
Hey, good morning, y'all.
how long you been holding the grudge?
I've been holding the grudge, I feel, about 7 years. It's just a series of events that I feel like the last one just did it for me, and that was it. My father's funeral, my so-called best friend, she shows up and starts getting drunk and basically, ends up hanging out after everyone leaves from my mother's house and imposes herself on my mother and, tries to, and she's all half drunk. So my mother just buried my father, and she's sitting there, basically imposing all these crazy, just extra emotion, fake crap on my mother. And I think after that, it's just after all the other stuff that she's done, I think that was a
That
wrap
was the
for me.
final straw.
Yeah, you messing with my dad on the day of his passing. Like I can't rock with you.
Sounds like she's just selfish. Why is Juanito on the phone? Juanito,
Yo, hey guys.
why are you calling, man?
I was told to be called.
It's DJ John.
This is DJ John.
All right, what can we help you with?
What do you want, man?
What?
Well, I got a grudge too, man.
Okay.
Here we go.
Well, it's kind of serious, but it's still a grudge, man.
Okay.
So, long time ago, like,
Why is
my
he
mom,
calling?
what?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
Keep going.
When my mom passed away, and then a year later, I go visit her family, and then I show up to her family's house, like, hey, first time meeting my aunt. How you guys doing? So there was a mutual aunt. There was another aunt that was supposed to kind of break down the news. So I get to my aunt's house and say, hey, what's going on? Nice to see you guys. Yeah, just want to let you guys know everything's all right. I took care of all the funeral things. You guys don't have to worry. She said, funeral service? What are you talking about? I was like, my mom passed a year ago. I didn't know that. I was like, how you not know that when my other aunt's supposed to tell you guys? So since then, that was like a weird thing for me, so I didn't know how to handle it. So I told my aunt, F out of here. Like, I can't deal with you like this. How you not tell the other side of the family that I don't know as
So
much?
in short, because this is really taking a long
What the
time.
hell?
In short, one of your aunts didn't tell your other aunt that your mother passed, and so you're mad at that aunt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha. And how long have you been holding this grudge?
2011.
Okay.
Maybe you should call your aunt, bro. It sounds like they had a miscommunication. So for you to be mad at that aunt,
Can you do that for us?
I don't know, man. That's too much.
All right,
Yo, but
John.
why is he even on the phone?
What are you doing?
Like,
What are we really doing here?
Ebro in the morning with Laura Styles and Rosenberg.
Right here on Hot 97.
why were we adjusting this like a real call?
Why?
You know what I'm saying? He's in the room
he's
next
in
door.
the other room.
Like, we really listened to that whole thing?
Yo, the gurus are going to happen next, man. Rosenberg the Guru at Gmail.
I don't understand.
What was and then we started giving him real advice, like, you know what, maybe you should call. And what is happening here? That's DJ John.